Yeah, I personally think Candace is a cult. I do believe that. And you can disagree, and we can disagree. I would ask you, how do you make this assertion that you disagree, though? What are you using to disagree with me? That would be my only pushback question. What are you using to push back? All right, I like Asmondgold. He's been abusing Candace for a while, so this is not something new. He is definitely not new to this by any means or measure. I want to bring in what he said about Candace. He's looking at Candace, Nick Fuentes, and he had this whole discussion. I'm going to bring Asmond up in here. Asmond, you definitely need to come up here to the front of the church. So let's bring him in here. Asmond, jump on up here to the front of the church. Green Hearts in chat where you can hear.
Now that the Charlie Kirk trial is in session, everybody, let me see if I can pull this up and show you. Give me 1 second, I would read these. So now that the Charlie Kirk trial is in session, you have a ton of people that are trying to do damage control for like very clearly and very obviously, here's one right here. No, Andrew, the big problem, this debilitating narcissism, you could hijack Charlie's legacy. His show, his organization, and pervert his vision. Hello, Mr. And she got absolutely, completely destroyed by this account, Data Republican. 74,000 likes.
Is that Tyler Robinson, who did not attend UVU, had never been on UVU campus, packed up his car that day, jumped onto a rooftop, figured out how to like jump around like Spider-Man, and just knew exactly where Charlie Kirk would be seated just by having never been there.
I don't think Tyler Robinson was there.
You don't think he was there?
No. I think he's a total patsy. I think they get lookalikes and they got everybody wearing the same outfit. I think he played a role, and I believe that what he did was he picked up clothes and he dumped them behind the Dairy Queen. I think he had a role, but I do not believe that Tyler Robinson is the person who was walking in that.
Can we finally use this as an example to stop listening to this stupid bitch? Can we please just kind of put this to bed? Really, like, I mean, I don't understand how anybody takes this person seriously anymore.
Staircase. Please. I do not believe the person walking in the staircase, and I feel confident stating that Tyler Robinson did not murder Charlie's roommate is a federal asset.
So let me stop for a second. Also, one of the things that I got a little pushback because I said Candace. There's a video where I compare Candace Owens' quote unquote journalism to Nick Shirley's journalism. And I mentioned that Candace doesn't go to locations. And I got some pushback. You know, she went during the BLM riots, she did this and she did that. And I was like, okay, I can get you on that. Why is this trial in the last 10 months? Because Candace has been all over the world for the last 10 months. And y'all do realize Candace has probably taken more vacations since Charlie Kirk breathed his last breath than some of y'all have taken in 20, 30 years. It's crazy work how many vacations this woman's been on or trips she's been on. She's been on like 6 in 10 months. That's crazy work. But I digress. But she could not go to UVU at all. None of those trips. She couldn't go to UVU to do any kind of investigation. So she would not say something as retarded as the whole Spider-Man climbing the wall like Spider-Man to get on the roof statement. Just that alone would have fixed a lot. She just went to UVU. I mean, for crying out loud, Gary from Paramount Tactical, shout out to Gary. He went, spent several days there, drones flying around, walking around the campus, meeting people, and and went on the roof and showed you how easy it is to get on the roof. At some point, the people who follow Candace, Cantifa, you're going to have to realize, like, she's just making a fool of y'all. And why would she not just go there if it's so important? This investigation is so important. Do you not think that Candace Owens doing a live stream from UVU would have done well? Come on, man, for real? That would have done great numbers. But no, she's just sitting in her basement talking. That will never cease to amaze me. Like, why is it so important, but you won't go to the actual school? And don't you dare touch that keyboard, talk about she can't endure the emotional trauma of being where Charlie Kirk was killed. Shut your mouth. Please stop with the foolishness. You know, like I know, she don't care. She does not care. That's what you don't want to admit. She doesn't care.
Lance Twiggs. The person.
Why do you think that?
Because the police didn't even question him.
The police didn't question him, so he's a federal asset.
Which is, if you run the theory that he was killed with a PE shaped charge, then they all suddenly start to make sense. Why they wouldn't bring the bomb dogs over to where Charlie died. It was that he was shot from below. Because I watched his shirt go out, and I watched the friction of his body, and I saw that his necklace broke before he was hit. I thought, honest to God perspective, I believe she is a tried and true psychopath.
This is Erica Kirk.
And I'm not saying that to be theatrical. I'm
Wow.
Not trying to be hyperbolic. I mean, like clinical
Hyperbolic?
psychopath.
I mean, I don't understand how people can sit here and listen to a borderline illiterate retard invent theories about how Israel killed Charlie Kirk because he was going to expose them, while she spends every single day trying to expose Israel, but they don't kill her. Where's the logic there? That they're letting you speak about this, and the only logic is an insult to you, by the way, is that you are so stupid and so ineffective that you actually are beneficial to them, so they continue letting you speak. That is the best explanation that you could have for why Israel is allowing Candace Owens to exist if they killed Charlie Kirk.
Okay, I'm gonna stop for a second. I figured out something. Now, most of you all have seen a country preacher that really doesn't have a high education, but they try to make words sound very highly educated. I'm sure you all have seen this. Some country backwood preacher that uses big words or makes up big words, or he found a big word and tries to use it whenever he can. Right? Green hearts, if you know what I'm talking about. Have y'all ever seen that, ever heard of that? This is what I think Candace's problem is. Besides the fact that she is not as intelligent as she purports, I think Candace tries to overemphasize words or tries to pronounce words in a way that she thinks makes her sound intelligent. Hyperbolic, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to do that. The word is hyperbolic. But I think she thinks that she adds some kind of an extra syllable. Like my kids like to, they'll say yes, and I always say like you're adding extra syllables to a word. So I think that she feels like if she adds more emphasis to the word, or adds an extra syllable, or maybe adds a foreign pronunciation to it, because I think that's where she's picked this up, is the fact that she's married to somebody who's British. And if you listen to people from overseas or from another country, oftentimes they pronounce very simple words differently because of their vernacular overseas. And I think she's trying to imply that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what she's implying, trying to do. So she, instead of saying hyperbolic, is hyperbolic. Now, I have no excuse for macabre. I'm wondering if she's trying to make it sound, this is my point, putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable. Dr. Bodhi Valkum. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Back to Asmondgold. Let's go.
About how Israel killed Charlie Kirk because he was going to expose them, while she spends every single day trying to expose Israel, but they don't kill her. Where's the logic there? That they're letting you speak about this, and the only logic is an insult to you, by the way, is that you are so stupid and so ineffective that you actually are beneficial to them, so they continue letting you speak. That is the best explanation that you could have for why Israel is allowing Candace Owens to exist if they killed Charlie Kirk. That's it. It's so obnoxious. This person's so stupid.
Some ritualistic thing, or?
Yeah, so for the people who orchestrated his assassination, it was ritualistic.
Ray, when you told me at dinner that he was assassinated in the middle of a pentagram, I was like,
One sent me an old Freemason Bible, and it showed how they believe that you have to be in a pentagram to sacrifice someone. Literally shows you, like, there's the map inside of the Freemason Bible. And I looked at it and I said, probably was sitting in a pentagram.
do you think he was killed because he was going against Israel?
1000%.
Then why are you alive? Then why haven't they killed you? I mean, you're sitting there trying to expose Israel every single day, and somehow Charlie Kirk having it's so stupid that it's so crazy that we listen to this at all.
It's not that I'm not always right. Wait for it 1 second. I'm just not always right now. Okay.
What?
It's not my first rodeo, youngsters, okay? Okay, pal, not my first rodeo. I've been doing this for a little while. I think I know what I'm talking about. So, no, Israel did not kill Top Goy. That was retarded from day one. Israel killed Top Goy. No, bro, Israel did not kill Top Goy. They love Goy. They love their Top Goy, Charlie Kirk. They would have never. Right. Anyway, I remember, just briefly, I remember when everyone was saying Israel killed Charlie Kirk. I said, why? Why would they kill him? He was the last remaining Goy that supported Israel out of all of them. I said, Tucker's against Israel. Candace Owens is against Israel. Joe Rogan's against Israel. Why they go after? And people said, well, you see, because Charlie Kirk was going to let Tucker speak at the America Fest convention. Tucker did 2 events after Charlie got killed, and Tucker is like this with Erica Kirk. So how does that even make sense? They killed Charlie because he wouldn't excise Tucker Carlson. Tucker did a Turning Point event at Indiana University.
There's no logic. And it's like, whenever you lay this out, there's no reasoning to any of this.
The assassination. And he was at America Fest anyway, and he's best buddies with Erica. And now they say, oh, well, Charlie was going to persuade Trump not to go to war.
Oh.
Do you guys realize that Donald Trump is the president of the United States of America? You think that the 31-year-old glorified Students for Trump activist was going to prevent a war? Trump has a vice president, a secretary of state, a secretary of defense.
It's just, I mean, whenever you really lay it out, the thing is that whenever you're just watching Candace Owens explaining things, right? Like, it's like, okay. But, like, then whenever you take a step back and you listen to, like, what does that mean? Oh, wow. That's really stupid.
Commander of the Joint Chiefs, National Security Advisor, his son, Don Jr., and you think the Students for Trump guy, who's 31 years old, he was going to say, listen, Trump, we can't go to war. And Trump was going to say, oh, I was about to go to war. But now Charlie said, Charlie Kirk was more powerful than Don Jr., who was against the war, Vance, who was against the war, among others, Tucker, who went to the White House 3 times in February trying to persuade Trump. It makes no sense. Anyway. So, yeah, anyone who fell for that
is a retard.
Look, I know it was a lot of you guys. I know a lot of you fell for it. So out of pure self-interest, I'm not going to say you guys were idiots, but...
but...
I don't know, but I know. Okay? I don't know, but I know.
That was like just a retarded thing to believe.
It was a left-wing psyop? It was. So the left invented the idea that Charlie Kirk was killed by Israel in order to diffuse accountability from the fact that another one of their crazy people flew off the handle, right?
Yes.
That's really it. I will look at this here. Candace, oh God, oh no.
It's something in the eyes. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I know I'm human, but I don't know if I stabbed you if you bleed, you know?
Breaking moments ago, a man reportedly accused of threatening to kill Erica Kirk. He is under arrest in Texas, according to local media. Police reportedly saying he posted about a bombing at a Turning Point USA event where Kirk is scheduled to speak next week. TPUSA says the event will go on.
Claiming there's threats. There were severe threats against her, but J.D. Vance, the Vice President of the United States, was somehow immune to those threats. The excuses that they're telling us are it's just so ridiculous. Can everyone stop defending these lies? I'm going to show you how they're lying, why they're lying.
Okay.
I don't know why they never stop lying.
Respondent Alicia Cunha live in Denver. Hi, Alicia.
Hi, Martha. And this threat not only targeted Erica Kirk, but Turning Point USA events across the board. News stations in Texas report Jacob Wensky of San Antonio was arrested earlier today and now faces...
God damn, what's on his face? What is that, herpes?
I was not ready. Dang, Asmond,
Two
come on,
felony
brother.
counts for making terrorist threats against Erica Kirk.
Future, the dark future that everyone's always predicting, like the AI
dark future.
it's here. We're actually here. I think that we are fighting machines. I think that these people are not humans, that they're sentinels that maybe look like humans.
Sentinels?
And TPUSA's upcoming women's leadership event in that city.
Sentinels?
According
Really?
to local reports, San Antonio were alerted to Wensky after he allegedly commented on social media, quote, I know exactly where to bomb.
Because
Why would you say that? Why would you, if you're bombing something, why do you say, this is the bomb? It's right here. Guess where it's going to go? It's going to go to downtown, this, I don't even want to say it because then somebody will put it out of context and send it to the police. So just, it's a joke, but goddamn.
It is stupid,
and
man.
watching and listening. The
I
whole
caught
world
myself.
is invested in solving this, and so
Well done,
Investigators, according to reports.
Okay, Candace, full disclosure, I'm only here because you're the only studio in New York that has air conditioning.
I didn't want to then extrapolate and jump to conclusions.
No, it's extrapolate. Extrapolate, yeah.
Oh, well, what we can extrapolate from...
Do you really think it's pronounced extrapolate?
They then tried to extrapolate that error to mean that...
Extrapolate.
But Xavier Poussard, in his book, Becoming Brigitte, is unequivocal.
Unequivocal? Are you trying to say unequivocal? It doesn't even make sense in that context.
Wouldn't be on the brink of my seat.
Like you were on the edge of your seat. I'm on the brink of a mental breakdown.
Look, the short and the thick of it is...
It is the long and the short of it. The long and the short of it is you don't know the English language. That's the long and the short of it.
You're left to assume that it had been made in the umpteenth hour.
You mean to say is the 11th hour. You mean the 11th hour. For the umpteenth time, you mean to say the 11th hour.
These are the people who you need to stay away with.
People you need to stay away with? Stay away from?
Completely exacerbated every effort.
Wait a second. It's been you all along.
It's me, Joe Biden, in chocolate face. How about that?
And shout out to Asmondgold. Look at that face he's making. That face is priceless. Let's go.
Reporting say he also wrote in an email, quote, death to Erica Kirk
Why
and
would you
every
say-
single speaker
Why would
there.
you do this?
America will live on
Why would-
without those scum of this earth.
Oh, my God.
Every Christian nationalist shall perish in the bombing that will take place at every single Turning Point rally
Oh, my
and
God.
event.
Are you just surrounded by robots? Are you a hybrid, Erica? Answer yes or no.
TPUSA
Oh, my God.
responded to the arrest on X, saying the organization takes all threats seriously
Yeah,
and is working
they
with law
should.
enforcement, adding, quote, we are grateful to the San Antonio Police Department and the FBI for their rapid response and arrest of the individual making these threats. We refuse to let threats silence us.
Good.
We look forward to a successful and inspiring
They need to put that guy in
gathering.
an institution.
Erica Kirk, her family,
Guy's
and the
crazy.
organization she now runs have been under near constant hostility by critics ever since Charlie was assassinated in September.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk's
It's absolutely sick what people like Candace Owens have done. They've taken a widow of, and again, yeah, I think it's weird that she goes out to all of the fireworks shows and everything like that. Like, I don't like that. I don't think that the optics of it are very good, but like the extent that these people take it to is just demonic. It's demonic and evil. And I don't see how you can't see it that way. It is so wrong the way that they have approached this and the way that they've tried to make her out like she was trying to get involved with doing it. It's sick, man. I've called this out the whole time, by the way. I have. And y'all remember 6 months ago whenever I was talking about this and people were saying that, oh no, the Jews are paying you and everything. I am so glad that retard sentiment is dying now. And it's going to court.
Oh, I
It's
forgot
being
about that.
proven wrong, and every normal person knew it.
Sorry about the language.
Dude,
but
what's
no, I
going
agree.
on? They're just stupid. That's the.
You know what? I forgot about the $7,000 payments. Remember that one? Remember that one? Everybody's getting paid $7,000. That one just disappeared. Never a receipt. Never a pay stub show up. That's great. I forgot all about that one. You're getting paid to comment about this. That was wild work. All right, shout out to Asmondgold.
The reason why. So you think it's a bit dishonest to throw the baby out with the bathwater? She does raise other valid questions that there are inconsistencies with the FBI narrative and deserve being asked. No, I'm not interested in a person asking questions who thinks they're talking to Charlie Kirk in a dream, who's telling them that Israel killed them. No, I'm not interested in that. I don't care. Oh, but she's just asking questions. Yeah, she's asking retarded questions that shed, basically a shade of doubt on something that everybody knows is what's happened. Like, Charlie Kirk was killed by a psychopathic, retarded, leftist furry. That's what happened. There are other furries and art assassins. There's other leftists and art assassins, but it was one of them. It was. And anybody trying to say that it was Israel or something else, the reason why they're doing that is you're being psyoped into not being able to correctly identify the people who want to kill you.
Accused killer Tyler Robinson is scheduled for his preliminary hearing in early July. Erica Kirk has been pushing for maximum transparency with the public in that case. As for the San Antonio suspect, his next court appearance is set for August.
Yeah. And so that's it. I'm so glad to see this. I am. Nah, dude, you got tricked. I view this as a profound violation of my rights as an American citizen, that I have to read the opinions of Goyim. I mean, in the Eighth Amendment, it says that there is a law against cruel and unusual punishment. And I don't know where my restitution is. I don't know where I go to file my constitutional complaint. I'm not sure where it is, but I need to find out. And it's got to be soon. You're wrong for thinking she's innocent. I have no interest in listening to people that think like you. You're just stupid. You're not worth even considering or listening to. It's just, again, and what I think is even funnier is that
I'm going to start taking. I'm now taking Asmondgold's position on that. You know what? You don't deserve a response. And that's it. You don't deserve a response. Back up real quick. I love it.
I'm not sure where it is, but I need to find out. And it's got to be soon. You're wrong for thinking she's innocent. I have no interest in listening to people that think like you. You're just stupid. You're not worth even considering or listening to. It's just, again, and what I think is even funnier is that whenever these stupid bird brain conspiracy theory ideas come out and people are like, I don't want to hear this, it's stupid. They're silencing us because they know we're telling the truth. No, you're getting silenced because you're fucking stupid.
Right.
You find it, do you not find it a little bit strange that a week before Charlie was murdered, he started speaking out against Israel and rejected a gift from Bibi, and then all of a sudden, after rejecting Bibi, he gets murdered a week later? No, I don't really find it strange. I bet there's probably been animosity between them, probably between years. I mean, like, what about during October 7th? I mean, yeah, I don't really think so. It's not Israel didn't kill him. What are you talking about? The person said he killed him. Like, there's literally text messages of him saying that he killed him. Also, by the way, this is another thing. It's like, you think Israel, so this is the dichotomy, and like this is the double standard that these animals, like I don't even, they're goyim. They're not animals. Goyim are above animals, but they're below people, right? So this is the Goyim standard. The country that is full of the most intelligent, brilliant, strategic, tactical masterminds that have engineered the total control over society for 2,000 years through finance, entertainment, economics, and government capture. The Jews, by the way, this is their idea, that these people, these are the ones that they think, oh, you know what we're going to do? I know what I want to do. Let's get a random retarded furry from Connecticut that has a trans girlfriend or boyfriend to go up on top of a roof and shoot Charlie Kirk in the neck. And I saw somebody else comment on this. I'm not sure if I can find it. Where is it here? Can I hate him, bro. Yeah, this is it. I think if Israel had wanted to kill Charlie Kirk, he would have died in his sleep from an untraceable poison delivered by a random stranger through an umbrella pinprick. It would look like a stroke. I think a trans pervert would have shot him in broad daylight at a university. That's exactly it. You think Israel is this mastermind state, but at the same time, you think that they're not able to figure this out. The fact that you're getting worked up over this shit is fucking crazy. Here's the reason why I'm getting worked up over it, okay? The reason why I'm getting worked up over it is because I see a movement of people that should be aligned with me 100% that are being misdirected and attacking each other rather than identifying the true threat and treating it as such. That's the reason why I'm angry. That's the reason why I'm mad. It's that simple. They literally had the explosive pagers. Yes, definitely. These people are retarded. They are. I don't think they should be allowed to vote.
I know you liked that episode. This is actually a clip from a larger live stream. The link is down in the description, so you can go check it out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you down there. Grace and peace.